So in this video, we are going to discuss few examples on Newton's forward and backward interpolation formula. Okay, first example. So using Newton's forward interpolation formula, find f of 4 from the following data. So x and y values are given, x and f of x. So when x takes the value is 3, y is 2.7. When x is equal to 5, it is 12.5. X is equal to 7, 34.3. X is equal to 9, 72.9. So we need to find the value of f of 4, means the value of y for x is equal to 4 using Newton's forward interpolation formula. So for that, first let us construct the forward difference table. So we have x values given and y values given here. So first value is y0, y1, y2 and y3. Since we're having 1, 2, 3, 4, so we will get maximum 3 differences. So first forward difference, take the difference between 12.5 and 2.7, you get 9.8. 34.3 minus 12.5, 21.8. 72.9 minus 34.3, you get 38.6. So these are delta y0, delta y1, delta y2. So take the difference of these, you get second forward differences. 21.8 minus 9.8, you get 12. 38.6 minus 21.8, you get 16.8. So these are delta square y0, delta square y1. And the difference between these two is delta cube y0. So as we know in our forward interpolation formula, we require y0, delta square y0, and delta cube y0. So given x is equal to 4, for which we want the corresponding f of x or y value. x0 is the first value in the table, that is x0 is equal to 3. H is the step length, the difference between two consecutive values of x, 5 minus 3 or 7 minus 5 or 9 minus 7. So all will be same. So h is equal to 2. Using this, find p. P is x minus x0 by h. That is 4 minus 3 divided by 2. We get it as 0.5. The value of p is 0.5. Now use Newton's forward interpolation formula. So y is equal to y0 plus p into delta y0. P minus 1 by 2 factorial delta square y0. Then p minus 1, p minus 2 by 3 factorial delta cube y0. So we stop at this point because we have only up to delta cube. They substitute p value and its forward differences. So we know y0 is 2.7. So from this table plus p is 0.5 into 9.8. So 9.8 is the first forward difference. The first value in the first forward difference is 0.5 into 9.8. Next, p is 0.5. 0.5 minus 1 is minus 0.5. 2 factorial is 2. Delta square y0 is the first of the second forward differences. That is delta square y0 is this value 12. Then 0.5 minus 1 is minus 0.5. 0.5 minus 2 is minus 1.5 divided by 3 factorial, that is 6. Delta cube y0 is 4.8. So next, simplify each of these terms. So 2.7 as it is, 0.5 into 9.8, we get it is 4.9. And this value, 0.5 into minus 0.5 by 2 into 12, we get it as minus 1.5. And this is simplified and we get 0.3. Now add all these values. So 2.7 plus 4.9 minus 1.5 plus 0.3. So we get it as 6.4. So what is 6.4? It is a value of y for x is equal to 4, which is nothing but f of 4. F of 4 is 6.4. Let me take one more example. For the following table, estimate the number of students who obtained marks. First question below 55 and second question between 40 and 45. So we need to find the number of students who got the marks less than 55. And second question is the number of students who got the marks between 40 and 45. The table gives us the marks and the number of students. So there are 31 students between 0 to 40, 42 students between 40 and 50, 51 students between 50 and 60, 35 between 60 and 70, and 31 between 70 and 80. We want the number of students who obtained below 55, and between 40 and 45, 40 and 45. So for that, let me denote x is a number of, x is a marks. Since it is intervals given here, but we need x0, x1, x2 like that. So what I do is I denote y as the number of students who obtained marks less than or equal to the x value. Y denotes the number of students who obtained marks less than or equal to say x, and where x denotes the marks. So using this, let me consider the table now. X is the marks. So I start with 40, then 50, 60, 70, and 80. I take these end points of the interval as x values. So 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. Y is the number of students who obtained marks less than these values. So how many students are there below 40? Below 40 means all these 31 students. So 31 students obtained marks below 40. Next, the number of students who obtained below 50. So below 50 means it includes both 40 to 50 as well as 0 to 40. So below 50 means both of these, 42 plus 31, that is 73. Below 60 means 51 as well as 42 as well as this 31. So get 124. Similarly, below 70 is sum of all these values, and below 80 is 31 plus 35 and so on up to 31. So sum of all these values are the number of students who obtained marks below 80. So now we got x0, y0, x1, y1, x2, y2, and so on. So we want to find the number of students who obtained the marks below 45, means we want the value of y for x is equal to 45. So below 45, below 55. So for x is equal to 55, we need to find the value of y. So find the value of y by taking x is equal to 55. So what you get is the number of students who obtained marks less than or equal to 55. For second question, we want between 40 and 45. So we have below 40, and we need between 40 and 45. So if I find below 45, so I can get between 40 and 45. So for that, let me construct the forward difference table. So first delta values, first forward differences. So take the difference of these values, 73 minus 31, 124 minus 73, and so on. So take the difference of this first forward differences, you get the second forward differences. And the difference of the second forward difference, I get delta Q values. Then finally, delta 4, that is 37. So this is y0, delta y0, delta square y0, delta cube y0, delta power 4 y0. So first let me find the number of students who obtained marks below 55. Here I'm using the forward difference table as well as forward difference formula, because the values of y for which x is given here, that is 55 and 45, are close to 40. 45 as well as 55, they are close to first value 40. So I'm using Newton's forward interpolation formula. So first case, we take x is equal to 55 because we want the number of students who obtained marks below 55. So I take x is equal to 55 and apply Newton's forward interpolation formula. For x is equal to 55, x0 is the first value of x, that is 40. H is the step length, 50 minus 40, we get 10. Calculate p, which we get it as 1.5. Now apply the forward interpolation formula. We have to delta power 4 here, so write up to delta power 4. P minus 1, P minus 2, P minus 3 by 4 factorial into delta 4 y0. Substitute y0, which is 31. P is 1.5. and delta y naught is 42. Next step 1.5, 1.5 minus 1 by 2 factorial into delta square y naught, which is 9. Similarly, p minus 1, p minus 2 by 3 factorial into delta cube y naught minus 25. And finally, p minus 1, p minus 2, p minus 3 by 4 factorial is 24. Delta power 4 y naught is 37. Now simplify each of these terms. So we get like this. 1.5 into 42 is 63. The value of this term is 3.375 and so on. So when you add up everything, you get 99.8. What is 99.8? The value of y for which x is 55. So y denotes the number of students here. So this is, we take it as approximately 100. So that means there are 100 students, 100 students who obtained the marks below 55. So to find the number of students who obtained marks between 40 and 45, so I know the number of students who obtained marks below 40, they are 31. So let me find only the number of students who obtained marks below 45. For that I take x is equal to 45. So once again find p. In this case you get p as 0.5 because x is 45 minus 40 divided by 10. Apply the forward difference formula up to delta power 4. Only p value is different here, everything else is same. Substitute p value is 0.5 into delta y naught, p minus 1 by 2 factorial into delta square y naught, and so on. Now simplify each of these terms. So we get 31 plus 21, 0.5 into 42. Then this value is minus 1.125, then minus 1.5625, and so on. Then by adding all this or by simplifying all this, we get 47.86. So approximately 48 students are there who got marks below 45. So the number of students who obtained marks between 40 and 45 I want. Below 40 I know it is 31. Below 45 it is 48. So the number of students who obtained between 40 and 45 will be the number of students who got below 45 minus the number of students with less than 40. So which comes as 17. So 17 students got the marks between 40 and 45. So take one more example. The population of the town is given by the following table. So in the year 1978, so the population was 19.96. It is in thousands here, 19.96 into 1000. 1988, it is 13.65 thousands. 1998, it is 58.81. 2008, 77.21. 2018, it is 94.61. This is a given data. So we need to calculate the increase in population from 1982 up to 2012. The increase in the population from 1982 to 2012. So here, to get this increase in the population from 1982 to 2012, what I need to calculate is the population year 2012, population year 1982. Then take the difference of those values, you get the increase in the population from 1982 to 2012. So first I need to find the population in the year 1982. So 1982 is close to 1978. So I must use Newton's forward interpolation formula. Then the population year 2012, which is close to 2018. So I need to apply backward interpolation formula. So for first one, we apply forward. For second case, we apply backward interpolation formula. Then take the difference of both, you get the increase in the population. So let me take x as year and y as population in thousands. Now construct that table. But as we know, both forward and backward difference table, the construction is same, the values will be same, only the notations are different here. So let me construct the difference table. So these are the first forward differences, or you can call them as first backward difference as well. 39.65 minus 19.96, you get 19.69, then 19.16 and so on. Take the difference of these, you get second forward, third forward, and fourth forward differences. So if you see the upper values, they are y naught, delta square y naught, delta cube y naught and delta power 4 y naught. In the same manner, our same table can be considered as backward difference table. So in that case, the last value is yn, del yn, del square yn, del cube yn, and del power 4 yn. Okay. First, let us find the population in the year 1982. So your x is 1982. We are applying forward interpolation formula. So x naught is 1978, the first value of x. H is 10, the difference of two consecutive values of x, it is 10. So get P as x minus x naught by h, we get it as 0.4. Then apply the forward interpolation formula up to delta power 4. Then substitute y naught is 19.96, P is 0.4, sorry 0.4 into delta y naught is 19.69. P, that is 0.4, 0.4 minus 1 is minus 0.6 by 2, delta square is minus 0.53. Then I get 0.4 minus 0.6 minus 1.6 by 6 into delta cube, which is minus 0.23. And last value, P minus 1, P minus 2, P minus 3 by 4 factorial, it is 24 into minus 0.01. We now simplify each of these terms. So get 19.96, 0.4 into 19.69 comes as 7.876. Similarly, the other terms. So y is approximately 27.885. So this is the population in the year 1982. So 27.885 into 1000, that is 27,885. Similarly, find the population in the year 2012. Since 2012 is close to 2018, we apply backward interpolation formula. So x is 2012, xn is 2018, the last value of x. So once again, h is 10. The formula for p is now x minus xn by h. So 2012 minus 2018 divided by 10 comes as minus 0.6. Write the backward difference formula, yn plus p into del yn, p plus 1 by 2 factorial del square yn, p plus 1, p plus 2 by 3 factorial del cube yn, p plus 1, p plus 2, p plus 3, by 4 factorial into del power 4 yn. Substitute p is equal to minus 0.6, yn is 94.61. So p is minus 0.6 into del yn is 17.40. P into p plus 1, that is minus 0.6 into minus 0.6 plus 1 is 0.4 by 2 into del square yn is minus 1. Similarly, p plus 1, p plus 2 by 3 factorial is 6. Del cube yn is minus 0.24. And last term is p plus 1, p plus 2, p plus 3, that is minus 0.6 plus 3 is 2.4 by 24. 4 factorial is 24 into minus 0.01 del power 4 yn. Then simplify each of these terms. So get y as 84.304, which is the population in the year 2012. So population in the year 2012 is 84,304. So increase in the population from 1982 to 2012 is the difference of these values. 84,304 minus population in the year 1982 is 27,885, which comes as 56,419 is the increase in the population. So let me take one more example. Find the interpolating polynomial satisfying the given data. So data is f of 0 equal to 0 means when x is 0, y is 0. F of 2 equal to 4 means when x is equal to 2, f of x, that y is 4. For x equal to 4, y is 56. For 6, it is 204. And for x is equal to 8, 496. And x is equal to 10, the value of y is 980. After finding polynomial, find the value of the function at x equal to 3. Find f of 3. First find the interpolating polynomial, means f of x in terms of x. Then using that find the value of f of 3. So let us construct the table here. So you can use either forward difference or the backward difference. Since we need f of 3 and 3 is close to 0, so we're going to apply forward interpolation formula. For that, construct the forward difference table. So these are the given values of x and y. The first forward differences. So take the difference of 4 and 0, get 4, 56 minus 4, 52, 204 minus 56, 148, and so on. Now take the difference of these first forward differences, you get second forward differences. 52 minus 4 is 48, 148 minus 52 is 96, and so on. Then del cube is the difference of the second forward differences, you get 48, 48, and 48. Since the fourth difference will be 48 minus 48, 0, and this is also 0, so we don't construct fourth and fifth forward differences. We stop at del Q. So from the given data, x naught is 0, h is 2 minus 0 or 4 minus 2, it is equal to 2. So we want a polynomial here. So first we want polynomial. So for that, we keep x as x itself. We don't take x is equal to any value. After finding the polynomial, we want f of 3. So then we take x is equal to 3. So whenever you want polynomial, so retain x as x only. So p is x minus x naught by h, because we are going to apply forward interpolation formula. X is as it is, x naught is 0, h is 2. So get p as x divided by 2. Then apply forward interpolation formula. So y is equal to y naught plus p into delta y naught, p minus 1 by 2 factorial delta square y naught, and p minus 1 p minus 2 by 3 factorial delta cube y naught. So right up to delta cube, as we have differences only up to delta cube here. Then substitute y naught value, which is 0. P is x by 2 into delta y naught is 4. Then 1 by 2 factorial is 1 by 2. P is x by 2. P minus 1 is x by 2 minus 1 into delta square y naught, which is 48. So this 1 divided by 2 factorial, I write it as 1 by 2 here. P value is x by 2. P minus 1 is x by 2 minus 1. Delta square is 48. Similarly, 1 by 3 factorial is 1 by 6. P is x by 2. P minus 1 is x by 2 minus 1. P minus 2 is x by 2 minus 2 into delta cube, which is 48. Now simplify each of these terms. First term is 0, so ignore that. X by 2 into 4 is 2x. Then here take the LCM as 2, so we get x minus 2 by 2. So 2 into 2 and this 2, we get 1 by 8. X as it is. So we get x minus 2 from this, and this 48. Similarly, take the LCM here, x minus 2 by 2, and here we get x minus 4 by 2. So we get 2 into 2 into 2 into 6. So we get 48. X as it is. From this term, we get x minus 2. From this, we get x minus 4. This 48 as it is. Now simplify each of the terms again. 2x as it is. So here 48 by 8, we get it as 6. X into x minus 2. Here 48 get cancelled. So we get x into x minus 2 into x minus 4. You multiply, you get x square minus 2x minus 4x, you get minus 6x. Minus 2 into minus 4 is plus 8. Then multiply the 6x into x minus 2. So get 6x square minus 12x. Take this x inside, you get x cube minus 6x square plus 8x. Now combine all this to get x cube here. Then x square terms, 6x square minus 6x square get cancels. 2x minus 12x is minus 10x plus 8x will be minus 2x. So the required polynomial is f of x equal to x cube minus 2x. So this is the interpolating polynomial using the forward interpolation formula. After this, we want the value of f of 3. Just substitute x equal to 3. We get 3 cube minus 2 into 3. We get it as 21. So this is a method to find interpolating for polynomial. So you can have similar examples where you need to apply the backward difference formulas or backward difference table. So in that case, the formula will change, but the method is similar. So you can construct interpolating polynomial using both forward interpolation formula as well as backward interpolation formula. So we stop at this point. So the next video we discuss one more method for interpolation. Thank you.